And hello everybody and welcome back to Archangelus Gaming. Archangelus here, bringing you another episode of Space Engineers Never Surrender. Now, last time we were playing this, we'd finished upgrading the Locust. However, I made a couple of adjustments. Rather than having the cargo pods inside of the flyer, I've put them outside with one of these converters to be able to pull straight from the drills into these cargo blocks rather than have it go into storage inside of the flyer. So if needs be, we can leave the drill head behind, especially once we get to the point of building the welder version and the grinder version. Now, I think today what we're going to do is we're going to rearrange this slightly. We're going to add on another set of drill heads. Reason why is, simply put, if you look at where the drill heads are, they are inside of the area of the atmospheric thrusters, and when you go down like the hole, you're very likely to clip it on the side. So what I'm thinking here is, let's get rid of actually, let's try and make it more in line with what we've got going on here. So we'll take out this bit here. No, didn't catch that. And add in, if I can find it, another T section. Interior construction. Okay. Forgot to pick up the parts before starting this video, obviously. But I'm glad you guys are here, so yeah, do remember to subscribe, smash that like button, tap that notification bell, and leave us a nice comment below. And if any of you can find that video by Splitsy that deals with problems with sorters in vanilla, I'll be very much grateful for it, because I've looked and, well, let's put it this way, I am absolutely terrible at searching on the internet. Excuse the slightly blocked nose. I'm not sure why I'm feeling like this today, but I am. Despite the fact I've got a shift inside of a warehouse that's like a fridge. I've still got to go in today. Anyway, what am I looking for other than my brain cell? There we go. So we've got nothing in components. So let's see then, we'll do 100 of those, 100 of those, 100 of those, 100 of those. Just to basically cover all our bases. Actually, let's grab the interior while we're at it. Oh, sorry, that was a search for something else. Hey, oops. Anyway, so what we'll do in the meantime, we'll go over the top. We will add in a oh, that's why I'm using the wrong mouse for this. Give me a second, just to swap over. There we go. Rotated us around while I was at it. Anyway, there we go. So, got that. We'll add in that there. And then I think for the drill heads, we will find that I will need some sheet metal. Yeah, there we go. Which should be processed by now. So, let's go back and grab that. Let's grab a few of those motors while we're at it. So while it's dealing with the rest of the motors, we can... Why can't I add this in? Am I too close? I must be too close. Okay.
Inventory full.
Yeah, well, that's okay. We'll pick them up in a minute. So one more out. There we go, and that's got that. So pick those up. Add on another drill there. Couple of straights. We'll keep doing this as we go down. I'm hoping that we'll have enough power to be able to still lift off, even with all of these. What am I doing? 9. There we go. With all these new drill heads on it. So that'd be interesting to find out whether we can actually pull this off. Because frankly, I've not even considered the weight repercussions as of yet. You know, this is how I play the game. Is I build things, I experiment. If it don't work, I go back and start again, basically from there. That's pretty much what an engineer is. You know, it's all experimentation, trying something else, something new. It sort of reminds me of my days when I was actually in design engineering. But gone are those days. But they were fun and informative too. Alright, sorry about it. Yeah, real world stuff came into play. Yeah. But yeah, this is going to be one of those things where this is all going to be just like trial and error. Just to try and make sure that we have a means of being able to get as much material as we can. Also create a hole that's big enough for all of our rig to get in and out of without... Oops, bloody hell. Sorry. Sending emails, trying to find information on parts and stuff. That's why that appeared in there. Right. There we go. Okay, let's... Oh, it's because I've tapped on the drills. I've run out of construction components now. Whoop, overshot by a week and a bit. Right, so that's that all put together. Okay. So whatever's left, drop in there. What I should have done . Now I haven't got to the gold yet to finish off our yield modules. it's just been hectic over the last couple of days. I've not been able to get in there, hence why I didn't put a video up yesterday, so I apologise for that. Just so many things to do and just not enough hours in the day, literally, to get things done. Actually, put that back. Get this done one drill at a time, because otherwise I found at the moment the game gets a little confused as to what's in your build menu. Personally, in my view, it should allow, when you go into build planner, if you've got 5 drill heads, it should show you 5 drills, but it doesn't. It sort of stacks them, so you've got to build one, collect the parts, build the next one, collect the parts, etc. I mean, sort of simplifies it a little, makes it less complicated, less daunting, I suppose, in a way, but also can get in the way if you're trying to build like a big rig, or something like that. It's, I guess I'm expecting too much. Alright, let's go and see what we can build, because I'm pretty sure I've pulled the same components several times. I'm not sure whether that was right. Alright, okay, maybe it was right. That's another one of my favourite glitches. Goes down to 1 and yet it's still producing them. Okay, so that's one side done. Production, build planner. Right. On to the next one. Ideally, I should get the next 4 before I fly back there and waste our precious hydrogen. Alright, got mostly full inventory, so I'm going to do the first 3, oh, sorry, more like the mid 3. Hopefully I'm not going to overwhelm this bad boy when it comes to the power supply, but I think that's more of one of those, we're going to have to sort of figure it out as we go along, sort of jobbies. Right, there we go. You can always improve the structural integrity at a later point, but for now, so far, so good. We're able to take off. We're heading towards our destination, so, you know, so far I'm okay with this. We've still got about an hour's worth of power. So... oh, I forgot to add a couple on the front. Alright, one disaster at a time. Can't remember who said that to me, but something that has stuck with me since. Yeah, it is like you get certain people say certain things, and you sort of like take it with you through your life. And it's sort of like one of them. It's probably because I'm way up. You know, that's probably why the hole looks smaller than the Locust. Because yeah, the last time I did this, I actually clonked the command section against the front, you know, if you will, of the hole. Whoop. Oh, maybe that's a sign, something I need to drill out. Let's see if we can get this lined up better. Actually, where are we in relation to the hole? Right, so we've got all of our drill heads spinning. Sort of slowly dropping us down just by tap release on the C key, just heading down to where I left off last. Down here somewhere. Oh, and I think that's it. We're almost filled up the drills. Alright. Oh, okay, so we're inside the... right. So I think we pulled a little gold out of this, so, you know, that's always a good thing. We'll move away from the wall a bit. I mean, I could always actually take the cockpit. I could probably embed it slightly further back now, because I've taken out some things from the inside. So if I was to move it back into the into the pod section a little bit more, maybe that will protect us from getting damaged. But yeah, I'm going to have to be mindful of the speed as well, because remember, we're now more heavily laden, and I'm also thinking about maybe adding in like an additional connector, you know, sort of like a pseudo connector, if you will, just to sort of like aid in like keeping level when docking. But I'm not sure whether that would do any good or whether it's even worth it. But I don't know. I just had that thought this morning. It's probably not worth it. I'm taking it slow because obviously I don't want to wreck anything. And we should... there we go. The magnetic grappler pulled us in. We'll charge everything up. In the meantime, whilst that's all emptying out, I'd say let's grind down the cockpit and embed it slightly further in. So now where did I put my control seats? Is that the one? Yeah. So, oh yeah. So we're gonna have to right, there we go. Okay, why can't... Well, starters getting it the right way around might help. So is that a bit... Yeah, that's a bit better, because that's within... If you imagine a line going down here, so yeah, I think that's going to be better for us in the long run. And then if I go into there, create a series of blocks going across here as well. I've lost a steel plate somewhere. Oh, maybe I'll use more on those blocks that I actually just added. So yeah, that could make some sense there. So components. Didn't mean to add that in twice. Also, having the cockpit a little lower probably make it a little easier to like get access from like the ground level here like this. Yeah, it's all a case of just playing with the design, really. Question is, has it saved my layout? No, it hasn't. So like I was saying in another episode, look, there's the artificial horizon there, but you're mostly looking ahead of you. So it makes sense to have it in the middle display there. So let's change this around slightly because, you know, we need to have our displays where we want them to be. So top left, I'm going to have velocity. Then top center as the artificial horizon. Top right is energy and hydrogen, and then keyboard, which is the one below us, I had that as digital clock because sometimes I can't be bothered to look at my other monitors in real monitors. Sometimes it's just sort of like, oh okay, it's 20 to 10 in the morning, so we're cool. So there's that. Now, unfortunately, we do also have to reset up our toolbars, which isn't too much of a major whoop. However, what I will do is I'm going to drop us. Oh, and something would go boom. What went boom? Alright. Actually, yeah, what did go boom? Because everything's still there. Connectors are good. Oh yeah, I don't need that going, do I? No, that's okay. Cargo holds seem to be good. That's all good in there. Alright, get out. Okay, so what went boom? Oops, a bit too far there. Wasn't the ground at all, was it? Do you know what, guys? I have no idea. I heard a boom and I don't know what it was now. Anyways, so we're off of there. So if we rearrange how we do things. Right, let's have block tools. I have the drill. Groups wise, and we'll have the thrusters. Now, what do we normally have? We have the 2 gyroscopes on there as well. I think on this page as well, we'll also have, if we can find it, the small battery, and then each of the other batteries on recharge, because these are the components we're constantly bouncing back and forth to sort out. I mean, the only other part that is we can't get in there is the connector. We'll have the cameras in here as well. Not sure which one's which at the moment. Really ought to have named them. Okay, let's see. What else do we need? We'll have the antennas on toggle on and off. We don't even have a simple ore detector on this beast. That's a good point. Merge blocks. Okay, hold on. That's the locust. That's the... So we want that one. Toggle on and off. Let's go through everything inch by inch. Switch lock. Right, I think that's everything. So okay, so that's all locked up, that's all together, that's all hooked. Okay, cool. Go on to here. Okay, so we're now all hooked up again with our new system that seems to be working a dream. In the meantime, whilst that's recharging a little, it's only what, 5%. We can see if we haven't got that much gold, so crying shame, but there we go. Actually, that's a good point. Gold. So all we got is just that, and we need that. Okay. So, everything's actually at 99%, so that's all cool. So, it's like something out of a science fiction movie, don't it? Now, where's our hole? I think our hole is that one there. This is where having the external camera, you know, like a spotter camera, if you will, actually seems to pay its dividends. Otherwise, we'd have to find it, and oh god, nightmare. So we'll see how we fare. Do we fare better now? We've embedded the command section slightly. I think we actually do. From what I can tell, I think we're actually fitting in easier into the hole, which means we can also move forward a bit. Not seeing the outside, which is what I want. Here we go. Probably because I've gone down a bit. I haven't got that much gold on it on this run, but some is better than none. What I don't understand, actually thinking about it, is why is it half my drills are empty? So, because that should they should be linked. and yet it shows my drills to be full. As we can clearly see, wasn't even most of the way full. So I can't trust this these gauges. Because they're lying to me. Ah! Didn't want to come out of there. Come on. What am I wedged on? No, it's not that. Look at this, I'm clearly wedged on something, because otherwise I wouldn't be fighting to keep control. Okay. There we go. That's better. Colliding with something. Probably that front wall. There we go. Right. By the looks of it, I think I'm loaded up on one side, but not on the other. So if I carefully extract myself from the hole and rotate myself around, it's one of the few foibles of using the mouse and keyboard. think that's now a very full hold. And yet we're still able to take off, extract ourselves from this hole. So I think that's quite a successful exercise. So we could even consider enlarging the Locust even more. Right. As you see, our time available is now much less because we're now carrying a lot more weight. Because we've noticed that these, even though this build info does seem to work to a certain degree. Ooh. It's not exactly without a few picadillos for what we want to do. Now that then means I think I'm going to have to start thinking about introducing another mod that I have available. That I can't remember who produces it. To be able to keep an eye on what I've actually got in my hold, in each individual set of drills, you know, all that sort of thing, because we need a better way of managing it. Right, so that's processing all of that. That sounds like some of this is being produced. Oh no, not yet. It's probably doing all the stone first, get to the gold afterwards. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, so we go refineries. Stone seems to be the priority. It gets rid of all that first because it's easier and quicker. I think if I'm understanding this correctly, it does it all based on processing times. So stone would be like the fastest, whereas something like uranium, I think, is the slowest. I know platinum is awfully slow as well. Hence why when I was doing like the Learning to Survive campaign, I whacked the production speed of the refinery up to 10 times, which is like the fastest you can get in vanilla. I have heard you can get a mod which allows you to do faster, but not entirely sure why you would want to do that, to be honest with you, because you need to recharge your vehicles from time to time. Because I'd imagine even in creative mode you still need to do that anyway. But yeah, this is now a case of we're going to have to wait for all that to process. It's going to take a little bit of time. We could always go and grab some O2. I am also thinking of expanding O2 operations in here, but because I've got no idea what I'm going to use this space for at the moment. None at all. Yeah, we got our oxygen plant all up and trucking. If I go up here, yeah, we got oxygen in the first 2 tanks. We've still yet to fill these others. We've got these nice block conveyors over here, which are, I think, go nicely in this environment. Whereas like most of the rest of it is like all this round stuff from the Industries DLC. Is that what I think it's producing? Hey, it's got to the gold. I mean, it takes some time to get the gold together for each of these, but hey, it's worth the wait, in my opinion. because we can get at least one more going, and then another, and then another, and then another. We're slowly getting to that point. We're getting the yield modules all built up and ready for getting more towards the end game content stuff. Okay. So we need one for this one. Couldn't decide which way to go just then. So there we go, starting to produce them. There we go. And listen to those refineries churn. So for recently, this is the way I see it now, is that in our past vids, what has been happening is we've been only taking partial loads. Yeah, it's been saying this is what we recommend you carry, but what we can actually carry is far, far more. Because we're only going short distance. In my view, we got nothing to worry about. Okay, so that's now one on each up and trucking. Let's see how much more we can get going. Because it sounds like our refineries are starting to come to the end of what was available. I think next time we're going to hit middle mouse button first, see what we've got actually in storage. I didn't realise that was going to produce that. I should have realised, but I didn't. Let's get those out of the way. See how many of these we can get done. Hold on, couldn't we draw 19 superconductors? Even though I had them. I think I'm going to have to produce like a series of steps to get up here as well. Oh, did I just apply that to the wrong one? Did I do this one instead? Oops. Well, we'll do that, and hopefully we'll get everything we need in the end. Okay, what did I pick up then? We might be lucky. We might get quite a few of these built up now. Right, so that's now 2 on the back 2. See if we can get 2 on the front 2. Oh, you twit. Alright, wait for that to finish. There we go. Oh, it's going to be cruel on us now. It's going to do that one times trick. It's because of the fact probably because of the fact we're producing so much stuff. Which one's this one for? The back one? So yeah, we got that one going. That's probably the one we're now producing for. While we're at it, let's have a look, see how much gold we've got in storage. Oops. Looks like we've got, what's that, about 12 litres. And we're using quite a lot of it, so might have to go back for some more, widen our entry point there. But yeah, that's at least 2 on each. I'm going to keep on going. I'm going to keep on trying to get this all sorted out. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Like I said, if you guys know that link to that Splitsy video on YouTube that talks about the sorters and how to manage bouncing between, give us a reference in the video as well, so that I can also have a look at that more directly. You know, because I really need to sort this problem out with the bouncing inventory for our components bin, because I don't know about you guys, but for me it's driving me insane. Otherwise I'm going to have to be forced to use Izzy's. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Be happy, be kind to each other, help each other out, and I'll catch you guys next time on Arcangulus Gaming.